Hello, I'm Flaunt. Welcome back to some more Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Last time, we became a Jedi, finally. Took us a long time. This time, we're going to go ahead and try to solve that issue with the Dark Side Grove. Whatever's going on there. Let's go ahead and talk to Belleia.
Greetings, apprentice. Though I understand you shall not have that lowly title much longer. Master Jar tells me that your progress has been remarkable. Soon he feels you will attain the rank of Padawan. Then you will truly be a full-fledged Jedi. How are you enjoying your training?
It's difficult, but worthwhile.
With power comes responsibility. And only by learning discipline and sacrifice can we truly learn to master our potential. I wish you luck in your training, apprentice. There is much you must yet learn. May the Force be with you.
With power comes responsibility, indeed. I find it really funny they're quoting Marvel there, but at the time this game was made, neither of those companies were owned by Disney. I think we don't go this way. I need to move. I think we actually go out this way. Yeah, this way. Oh, it's locked.
The council has decreed you may come and go as you please.
Okay. Settler. Nemo. Oh, Mission wants to talk. Okay.
Hey there, what can I do for you?
I want to talk to you about your brother.
I'm sorry for the way I acted before. It's just that when it comes to Lena, I tend to get a little worked up.
What did she do to you?
My brother and me had a good thing going. Sure, Griff had his run-ins with the law on Terrace, but we got by okay, until Lena came and ruined everything. She was a dancer at the cantina where my brother used to go play Pazik. Griff could be a real smooth talker, and it wasn't long before the two of them were dating. But Lena was used to dating rich Teresian nobles, guys with mountains of credits. Griff could never give her the lifestyle she was used to, no matter how hard he worked.
You mean no matter how much he stole?
I'm not gonna pretend Griff wasn't a hustler and a con artist, but that doesn't mean you can just insult him. He did what he did to look out for me. I thought Lena would brush Griff off when she saw how poor he was, but for some reason, she stuck around. I guess she saw the potential for a big payday down the road.
Maybe she actually liked Griff.
I saw Lena for what she really was, a busty, credit-grubbing cantina rat. She used Griff and took away the only family I had. After they'd been together for a few months, Griff told me he was leaving Terrace. He and Lena were going to try and make their fortune off-world. He promised as soon as he made enough credits, he'd come back and get me, and we'd all live like royalty. That was 2 years ago. I haven't seen him since. I don't even know where he went.
How is this Lena's fault?
Oh, I know what happened. As soon as she got him off Taurus, Lena sunk her claws into Griff butt good. She twisted him around her little finger and made him forget all about me. I know I'll probably never see Griff again. But part of the reason I came with you was the hope that I could find out what happened to my brother. Don't worry. I won't let the search for Griff get in the way of what we're doing. Let's just get back to the task at hand. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Do you know anything about the planet we're on?
I'm not the one you should ask about Dantooine. I didn't even know there was a Jedi Academy here. I always thought it was just a bunch of settlers and farmers. Sorry I can't be more help, you know. Is there anything else I can do for you?
That'll be all.
Okay, have it your way.
Alright. We got Nemo here. What do you want, Nemo?
It is good sometimes to stop and reflect on the beauty of nature and the Force. I am sorry. I tend to get carried away. I do not believe we have met, apprentice. My name is Nemo. Is there something I can help you with?
I gotta be going now.
I hope your time is well spent here on Dantooine.
I think it's really funny. He's just staring off into space doing nothing, and his name actually means nowhere.
Greetings, friend. I think I can safely assume you are a member of the Jedi Order. Has the Council agreed to hear our petition?
I am merely an apprentice, not a Jedi.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was mistaken. Does the Council require our presence?
I am sorry, I do not know.
Oh, I see. I am mistaken. How may I be of assistance?
Who are you?
My name is Gar. Me and my fine wife, Rilke, here,
A pleasure.
live on one of the northern farms. But the cat hounds and the Mandalorian problem has been getting really bad of late, and we're here to ask the Jedi Council to help.
You mentioned Kath hounds.
Recently, the cat hounds have been acting much more aggressively. They've even attacked some of the settlers. Those Mandalorian raiders have been milking the outlying farms dry, too. I hear John got hit really bad. Too bad about his daughter. I'm not sure exactly what the council will do about it, but we need some help with this. I only hope they'll listen to me. Is there anything else you require?
I must be going now.
Farewell, then. May the Force be with you. Is that how it goes? Yes. May the Force be with you.
All right, so we not only have the hounds, we also got... Yeah.
Are you a Jedi? How long can you people continue to sit by and claim you protect us, protectors? Ha! You sit in your enclave safe from the Mandalorians while we suffer.
What are you talking about?
Those Mandalorian brutes have killed my daughter. They came to our land demanding our livelihood. But Ilsa, my Ilsa, said no.
They killed her?
There was nothing I could do. Too many of the Mandalorians and their Duros allies. I've come here to ask you, please, Master Jedi, stop these raiders and get revenge for my daughter.
I will protect you and your fellow
I
settlers.
will give you all I have. Just please, annihilate them from the face of this planet.
Give a very, very lawyerly answer there where I don't say anything, but I say something. There's Knee?
La boda ni winki smack toma. Wana kun bes jingpa ma rulira. Tok jingbang non kick. Tok ninja mulira rabes.
What happened to you?
Kuya mi just kuna chitanai. Ina kun ma ma rulira rachikun. Slimo padona. Mundi hadonga chihongabi. Uba batu konchi. Tong nong bong shang nung yang. Tong patok smack delia. Yatuka ulwan kinkuna ba mulira rachikun. Mucha shakpangpa. La boda ni winki smack toma. Wana kun bes jingpa ma rulira. Tok jingbang non kick. Tok ninja mulira rabes. Uba batu konchi. Tong nong bong shang nung yang. Tong patok smack delia.
I must be going now.
La boda ni winki smack toma. Wana kun bes jingpa ma rulira. Tok jingbang non kick. Tok ninja mulira rabes.
I like how the first person we talked to after hearing about how terrible the Duros are is a Duros. I think that's pretty funny. Those are just settlers. Nothing interesting over here. All right. So, last time I had said that the Jedi Code was a creed. I ended up looking up a bit more about creeds. Generally, they are understood within a Christian tradition of being a statement of faith. What's interesting is there is a Jewish creed, even though a lot of Jews would probably reject the framing of it as that it is. And that's the Shema. Let's go ahead and talk to Elise real quick.
Greetings, young Jedi. I wonder if you could assist me. I seem to have lost my companion, you see?
Your companion?
We were working on my farm to the north of here. I was working in the garden outside, and he was working inside. I heard the door to the house open, but not close. I went to see and found it wide open. I searched everywhere and could not find him. I worry so much. I need him back so badly. I wonder if he... Could he have been kidnapped?
It's possible.
Maybe it was the Mandalorians. Or maybe Cathhounds. But no, Cathhounds are not intelligent enough to open doors. Although they have been more vicious lately. No, it must have been someone who could open the door by himself. Come to think of it, the door was locked.
Could someone have bypassed the lock?
No, the door was undamaged and showed no signs of tampering.
Could it have been opened from the inside?
Well, yes, it could have. But he had no reason to run away. His programming...
Your missing companion is a droid?
Well, yes, he is a droid. But he is very valuable to me all the same. He's the last piece of my poor passed-away husband that I have left. He is very dear to me, my precious is. I don't know what I'd do without him. He's the only companionship I have on all of Dantooine.
You live alone with this droid.
He is a personal assistance droid. My husband was a genius at constructing droids. He made this one capable of taking care of me for the rest of my life. As the last legacy of my husband, for my own personal ease of mind, I need him back. His absence gnaws at me like a gaping wound.
Wow, she really misses her droid, doesn't she?
Please, I beg of you, return my droid to me.
If I happen to see him, I will send him back to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Master Jedi. If you find him, please send him home to me. I need him so much.
She's got a problem. Alright, in defense of calling the Shema a creed, we're going to talk to Adam Larp.
Uchua penki, tang itwamaji, human acting ikatune, chi itakanki, chana kilikon, chiwa aita kanki, chiwi aita ka chong chicha, agi inko tune, chuna muri ra, tang itwamaji kona, tong ipa nonku nek abog.
Purpose?
Kakinja nawabagaon, bagwa shank konti machit Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Kun muli ras nimo poiwanga tang itwamaji human acting ikatune chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chuna muli ra tang itwamaji kona. Tong ipa nonku nek abog.
You're trying to sell me something, aren't you?
Tong hitwama aki inko tune. Potong hitwama ji aki inko tune. Tong pa no kun, no nek, chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Ki mulira kun king. King ba no kun nik dota. Chiwa aita kang kicha na chupornibo. Kun mulira slimo poiwanga. Tang itwamaji human acting ikatune. Uchua penki. Tang itwamaji human acting ikatune. Chi ita kangki chana kilikon.
Let's see what you're selling.
Baba Hassan Shan. No ba muri rati like kuka.
Alright, Cassus Fett's battle armor. That's really good, actually. I can't afford it, which is probably why it's so good, but that's really good. Plus 10 AC, and then a lot of damage resistance. I don't care that it gives no dex bonus. That's awesome. Granted, I myself wouldn't be wearing that. I'd probably give that to Karth. Anything else here interesting? Light repeating. I'm not sure what the advantage... Oh, it's a heavy weapon. I wouldn't care about that. That might be more useful for Canderous. A flamethrower. Oh, that's just a droid upgrade. All right. I actually don't want anything here, I don't think. So I'm going to go ahead and exit that. All right. Back to In Defense of the Shema as a creed. In Defense of the Shema as a creed. In the New Testament, when some of the scribes come to Jesus and say, what is the greatest commandment? Jesus responds with the Shema. It's really quite interesting, especially since the latter portions of the Shema are how you're supposed to teach it to your children and how you're supposed to remember it constantly. And you're supposed to say it in the morning when you wake up, say it in the evening when you go to bed, have it nailed to your doorpost, and then have it tied to your body at various points throughout the day. So whenever they ask him what is the greatest commandment, the answer is essentially that thing that you tie on your body multiple times a day. So in that earlier fight, you might have seen one of the Force abilities that we have now as a Guardian. Specifically, only Guardians get this ability. The other Jedi classes get a different ability. What the Guardians can do is they can jump, I believe it's 10 meters to enter a fight
Time to rumble.
if they are not engaged at the time. I'm gonna have to heal. Let's go ahead and add a cure to... There we go. I'm not sure how the cure ability works. Go ahead and heal some more.
Time to rumble.
Alright. That was just kill a lot of cat hounds. Kinda lame. Yeah, but creeds are generally associated with Christianity. Aren't a whole lot of non-creedal faiths, or let me rephrase that, aren't a lot of creedal faiths that are not either Judaism with the Shema or post-date Christianity with a pretty big emphasis on doctrinal stability and clarity. So I actually can't use Force Aura right now. I can only use Cure, and I think that's because I'm wearing armor. Let's go ahead and add a Cure here because while I may be fine, my allies aren't.
Let's go.
I'm not doing much damage either. Alright. I don't think these guys... I can't use Cure. I gotta wait until I'm out of fight. Your force points regenerate over time when you're outside of a fight. It's kind of slow, but it's worth healing off of that if you can. Use the med packs for emergencies if you need a lot of healing really quickly. Right now, I seem to be kind of not in need of that. Mostly because I'm not doing anything. I think I'm going to go ahead and stay here until I'm able to heal everyone up. I will meet you guys back here in a bit once I've healed everyone up sufficiently. Alright, I think that's enough. I don't have Karth quite fully healed. He's missing about 10 points, but he has so many points that that's essentially a non-issue. That's a rounding error for me. So I'm going to go ahead and begin walking again. I think we go left. No, actually, we should have gone right. I'm going to go ahead and map this in. This is the Strange Ruins. This is where we are going to be going once we get permission after we check out the whatever darkness that's messing with that grove. Which is this way. The Matale Grounds. Oh, immediately cat hounds. I believe we're going to go left out of here, but may as well beat up some cat hounds. So the great thing about being a scoundrel, I get extra damage from my sneak attack because I enter the fight so quickly and they're not expecting me whenever I can do my leap. That was kind of an unintended consequence of this character build. I actually built it specifically... Where are you guys attacking? You're attacking up there. I built it for the AC bonus that scoundrels get, but that sneak attack is nice.
Take that.
I can't jump that. I am not entirely sure what the governing thing is for being able to do the leap. Quit running. Okay. Mission still needs a little bit of healing, but we can deal with that later. For now, let's go this way. There we go. That extra bit of beginning damage is good for just getting rid of the first thing.
Down you go! Let's go!
Ow. Let's go ahead and use a cure right now. Make sure everyone's up. So you shouldn't level up so much once you get to this point. That should slow down quite a bit. We'll call it both a blessing and a curse. On the one hand, you won't be menuing to level up so much. On the other hand, you don't get to do the fun thing of number go up. This is the way to the Grove. Let's go ahead and go to the Grove. Oh, enemy spotted. Cathound that way.
How'd you like that? Time to rumble. How'd you like that?
Let's reduce the number of attacks per round we're facing. Get rid of the normal Cathounds first. Oh, mission's almost gone. Mission's down. And I can't throw a cure. Karth is down. Dang it, Karth. Can I please hit? Clearly that's not my strong suit. Alright, there's another one. Get rid of this one. Oh, there's another big one back there. Well, they don't seem to be able to hit me that well, but they absolutely destroyed my my companions. That one's still just standing there. I am not rolling well to hit. Yeah, they don't hit me. I don't know why. This is weird. But because I'm not hitting very well, this is really ruining gameplay. When I hit, I don't do much damage either. You know, you'd think the laser sword would do more damage. Oh, joy, they're finally gone. Yeah, as soon as I get a cure back, I'll start healing you guys. I'm going to go ahead and wait here to heal them all. I will be back whenever that is done, okay? Alright, we are back, and we have at least one use of cure right now. I'm going to go ahead and actually kind of rearm my companions. I don't think I've done that recently. So let's go ahead and rearm them.
Ready.
That gives improved power blast. I'm not sure that's necessary. I think he might already have that. Let's check that real quick. Feats. Yeah, you already have that. That's not useful to you. That might be useful, however, for... Take the Neural Band. You want the Neural Band. Strength Gauntlets. Republic Mod Armor, that's light armor. You want Davik's Warsuit. It's defense of 8. Oh, that's good. Go ahead and wear that. That's great. Any better balanced weapons? Disruptor is 1 to 4. It's supposed to ignore shields. I don't care about that, though. What do you got here? Cardio regulator. Nothing. Nothing I care about. Okay. You... Aural Amplifier increases awareness. You don't need that. You need Davik's Visor, because you don't have that feat. So giving you that feat for free will be helpful. Additionally, heavy blaster. You can use a blaster pistol. Is a heavy blaster the one that I want to give her? What are her feats regarding that? She can use a blaster pistol, a blaster rifle, and melee weapons. I might give her a blaster rifle if she's got a good one. Disruptor, I don't like the disruptors. Ion rifle, that'd be really good against droids. Zalbar's bowcaster, +1 to hit, 1 to 10 damage, high crit range. That's not bad. Disruptor rifle, blaster rifle. I'm going to go ahead and give her Zalbar's bowcaster, I think. She has an AC of high, 22. Combat suit, 22. That didn't change. It'd go up to 23 there. What is her dex bonus? +4, so I don't want anything that lowers it below 4. So the combat suit's probably the best option. That it? Let's go back to me. My AC is 27. No wonder things weren't hitting me. Annoyingly, I can't use some of my force powers because I'm wearing armor, but oh well, I'll just tolerate it. I also have damage resistance against bludgeoning, which helps a lot. The Verpine headband is good. What do I have here? Okay, yeah. Just really good armor all around. Project's gloves are dex +1. Yeah, I think this is good. Alright, I'm going to save scum before we go interact over there, because there's something over there that you want to save scum for. Alright, we have save scummed. Let's go. We stay around the outside first, and then we interact with the remains. Mandalorian melee shield. That's pretty good. I'll check that out later. But then we see someone here.
I will be your doom!
Juhani, the Cathar. She has frozen our allies. They are going to actually do nothing here, so outfitting them isn't helpful, but this is a great fight. This has the potential to be actually one of those good Star Wars-y fights, the ones where you get to do all the cool Star Wars-y things, thematically appropriate. I'm not doing well here. I'm not doing well at all. Okay, there we go. Finally. Oh, ow. Ouch. Yeah, use your force powers to heal. I might have to go to med packing. Go ahead and... Okay, we got her.
You are strong. Stronger than me, even in my darkness.
Who are you?
I am Juhani, and this is my grove. This is the place of my dark power. This is the place you have invaded. When I embraced the dark side, this is where I sought my solace. It is mine.
You embraced the dark side? Why?
When I slew my master, Quatra, I knew I could never go back. And now I revel in my dark power. Power enough to crush the life from someone such as you. Or so I had thought.
You slew Quatra, your master?
Yes. I struck her down in the middle of training, consumed by my anger, embracing the power of hate. But it was not enough. What is it you want? Why do you bother me?
I just want to talk.
Talk? You who have beaten me so easily just want to talk? I do not believe it. Kill me now while you still have the power.
I have no desire to kill you, Juhani.
You do not? I am pathetic. I sit here and think myself to be great by embracing the dark side, but I am nothing. There is no way I could be turned back. I always thought they held me back, or jealous of my power. This is only because I was not good enough to meet their standards. I never have been.
Come now, Juhani. You're a beautiful young woman who has much talent.
I thank you for your kind words, Jedi. I seem to still have much to learn, both about being a Jedi and about myself. But I wish the cost of my ignorance had not been so high. I wish that my master had not suffered because of me.
It is not your fault, Juhani.
I only wish things could have been different. If she were alive now, there would be so much I would say to her. So much I would apologize for. How can the Council ever take me back with what I have done? Striking my master down in anger is unforgivable.
Do not worry, Juhani. They will surely take you back.
I should convince them that I am truly repentant, that I am willing to forsake the dark side. And maybe, just maybe, they would accept me back. Do you think they would? Could it be possible after what I have done?
Of course it would. They would always accept you back.
I thank you, Master Jedi. I will return to the Council then. I shall submit myself to their judgment and hope they will forgive me. Again, I thank you. I am sure I will hear great things about you in the future.
And lo, we have solved the problem of the darkness in the grove. And there's some remains around here of Mandalorians. I don't feel sorry for them. They basically did it to themselves by throwing themselves at Juhani. So yeah, that's what I was talking about whenever I said in my character creation guide that that's not going to be the right way to do that. That you really want to do some points into persuade and have high charisma, because that's the Star Wars goodness there. The redemption arcs. Looks like Carth has a level up. Let's go ahead and level him up. Skills. Treat injury. Treat injury. Feats. Ooh, he gets a feat. He doesn't need improved power blast right now. I want to give him Master Toughness, because he needs the hit points, apparently. We're up to 117 on him. Only 18 of those come from the Toughness feat.
Yes?
More Kath Hounds. I feel really bad just completely destroying the local wildlife.
Down you go!
I really got to figure out what Carth's AC actually is, because it's clearly not high enough.
You asked for this! How'd you like that?
Please don't die, Carth. I just leveled you up. You should not be so low on hit points. Alright. That it? That's the whole area. I can go back to scouring the outside first, because that's the best way to do it. So, by and large, from this point, the game becomes kind of linear, actually. There's a Mandalorian. I don't necessarily mean that, like, you're forced to do things in a particular order, but, like, the order in which you do, whenever you do something, a particular task, you're going to go about it in a very linear fashion. Most of your choice is which planet you go to. I'm about to die. Come Come on, guys. Just do something, please. This is not that hard. Ow. He's hitting me too hard. Okay, There was a Mandalorian, not a bunch of them anymore. Oh, hallelujah. Mandalorian datapad, I'll read that in a moment. Let me check those remains. Med pack. Of course, we love our med packs here. Sonic Grenade, Repair Kit, Mandalorian Melee Shield, Vibro Double Blade, Ariadu's Strength Amplifier. Alright. Well, we got rid of the Mandalorian, at least. Probably a good thing. We need some healing, don't we? Well, mission doesn't. I'm gonna go ahead and use a med pack, and I'm gonna have Karth use a med pack too.
Yes?
Because this hasn't been going too great for us. Ooh, Baluk, what do you got here?
Achuta, Wonga kunbis dolbi kikuyana, dong patugas maktelea.
Who are you?
Ronda di hotonga kun hankabi, wana kun bez ching balamule, tongking ba nunotek, togning chatukunne mulerabes, muchashak bakat. Kieno no namapaule rachikun, ta kunjus takmiki grabelmogo, kachichu ita bodunga, tolbabank, wale oganda naru chuchut, mogesha ponka bola wana chikne, wamule slimo fodadara nanga kumbis, mule rabes, jedabadwana nidibobo, tong nabungsha nununya, tong patukashmak talea.
What do you want me to do?
Ronda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunotek. Togning chatukunne mulerabes. Ka chikun ita hodonga. Yiking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodonga ku hunkabe. Tong haitwam jiji jumplumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bongualeo gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto tun. Chilamulane ni dubobo. Wonga kumbis chang ba mulera. Runda di hotonga kun hankabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tongking ba nunotek. Togning chatukunne mulerabes. Kachikun ita hodonga, yiking kuno pa mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodonga ku hunkabe. Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule, tongking ba nunotek. Togning chatukunne mulerabes. Kachikun ita hodonga. Yiking kuno pa mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodonga ku hunkabe. Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunotek. Togning chatukunne mulerabes. Ka chikun ita hodonga. Yiking kuno pa mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodonga ku hunkabe.
Is there anything else I should know?
Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tongking ba nunotek. Togning chatukunne mulerabes. Muchashak pakat. Kieno no namapaule rachikun.
I remember this, and I remember it being a pain in the butt to try to work out. I don't know if that was like I was tired when I was trying to do it, or if it actually is just that difficult. Let's start with talking to Rickard.
Another Jedi, huh? Helping that Twi'lek investigate, no doubt. He seems stumped. I'm Ricard Lusoff. Maybe you can figure this out and let me get out of here.
Tell me what happened.
Well, I was out hunting Iriaz when I spotted one over here by the bridge. I pull out my rifle and aim at it. I couldn't see it that well, mind you, because the damn sun was in my eyes. So I shoot it and it drops. I walk over here and find Handon standing over Calder's body. So why don't you get this whole farce over with and send that whiner Handon to the prison he belongs in?
Alright, so Rickard does admit to having fired a shot.
Ah, greetings. You must be assisting Master Baluk in his investigation. I'm Handon Gould. Perhaps you've heard of me?
Should I have?
I guess under the circumstances, no. Well, I presume you wish to hear my story, then. I shall tell you, of course, but there's not much to it. I'm sure that you'll agree that Rickard is quite obviously guilty of murder. You see, I was out here running earlier today. Yes, running. I do that a lot. Can't stand speeders, never use them. Keeps me in shape, too, you know. Anyway, I was out running on the other side of that bridge there, when all of a sudden I heard a shot coming from over here. I ran over and found this man Calder lying on the ground, dead.
Go on.
And I saw Rickard come skulking out of the shadows of the rocks south of the river, and I knew something was wrong. I hit my emergency button and called the Enclave right away. Well, there. That's my story. Now, please hurry this up and arrest Rickard so I can get on with my day.
Alright. Handon was the one who had his hand on his side, right?
Greetings, apprentice. You must be the one Master Baluk has enlisted to help him with this problem. I am an information retrieval droid. I can assist you by accessing the records of both the Jedi Enclave and the central government facilities here on Dantooine. If you have any need of my services, please do not hesitate to talk to me. I have already retrieved some information from the archives on Calder Netic, Ricard Lusoff, and Handon Gould. I have also had time to examine the body of Mr. Netic. Is there any information you require?
What did you find out about the body?
My preliminary analysis of the body indicates that he was killed approximately 3 hours ago by a single energy blast to the torso. Is there any other information you need?
Tell me about these planes.
These plains are rife with wild animals, not all of them benign. The Iriars are mostly docile, but can easily be provoked to violence. Calf hounds, on the other hand, are much more deadly. There have been over 35 catalogued attacks on settlers by calf hounds in the last 2 weeks. A general advisory was given out 3 days ago to carry a weapon at all times when on the plains. Small farms and holdings dot the plains and can provide safe refuge for those in need. Is there any other information you need?
I will have more questions later.
Very well. I will be here to assist you.
What are my options for talking to you?
Akupa Chekopa? Gino Mulira Kimpaija, Kislimopodwama?
Tell me what happened here.
Runda di Hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule, tunking ba nunodak. Togning chatukune mulerabes. Tong haidwam jiji jumblumpa. Nitapoe tikito. Dolpa da bongualea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chilamulane ni dubobo. Onga kumbis jang ba mulira. Kachi kun ita hodonga. Iking kuno ba mulira chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku unkabe. Ta kumjus tak miki grabulmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Mule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mule rabes. Runda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukune mule rabes. Kachi kun ita hodonga. Iking kuno ba mule rachikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe.
I will continue my investigation.
Runda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukune mulerabes.
Why is Handon unarmed? Alright, so there are two weapons in the story, the one that belongs to Rickard, and the one found next to the victim. The victim was the one carrying the weapon. Because you're supposed to be walking on these plains while armed. It's too dangerous to walk alone, or unarmed. And we know why Rickard has a weapon, why Rickard claims to have a weapon. That weapon has been confiscated. So there are two weapons here. No weapon was taken from Handon, though. So why? Why are you unarmed?
How can I be of further assistance?
You're holding your side. Are you injured?
Injured? No, of course not. Why would I have been? Fit as a bathtub. I run. I don't know if I mentioned that.
I want to ask you something else.
How can I be of further assistance?
Why were you out here?
I was taking my daily constitutional. I just happened to be running by when I heard a shot. I ran over and found Calder's body lying there.
Do you often run around the plains?
Yes, quite often. I generally prefer running to anything else. Can't stand speeders. A healthy body will breed a healthy mind, as I always say.
I want to ask you something else.
How can I be of further assistance?
Nothing more right now.
Of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
Yeah, because you're not outrunning the Cowhounds. Why are you unarmed?
So, what do you want to know?
Why were you out here?
I told you already, didn't I? Was hunting some Irias. Haven't seen many in the area recently, what with those cat hounds acting up. But they're still around. Was in my blind a little south of here when I spotted one, like I said before. I shot and pow, went down. But when I come over here, there's Handon standing over the body and the Irias was gone. Now, I don't have nothing to do with this, so can I go now?
I want to ask you something else.
So, what do you want to know?
Baluk said you were limping. Are you hurt?
Well, I kind of sprained my ankle running through the bush before I found the body, but it's nothing that serious.
That's all for now?
Right.
Does the droid have any more information?
Is there any other information you need?
I'll have more questions later. If I talk to you, do I get more options?
How can I be of further assistance?
Nothing more right now.
Of course.
All right, so I think Rickard got the shot. However, I don't think he intended it. I'm myself am injured, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this since I've got the points. All right, I think Rickard did it, but I think it was probably an accident. Probably couldn't even be proved in a court of law. I don't think there's enough evidence to say that he is the killer. But preponderance of the evidence would lead one to believe that he is the killer because he's the only one armed. Once again, the victim was armed and Rickard was armed. For whatever reason, Handon is unarmed. Once again, his dumb choices are his dumb choices. Yeah, so in order for it to be Handon that's the killer, we'd have to come up with a way for him to have managed to steal the blaster rifle from the victim and then shoot the victim in the back, which is unlikely. Usually that would be a shot to the front. So the victim, or the perpetrator in this case, must be Rickard, and I believe it is an accident. Granted, it might be an Al Gore kind of accident. Not Al Gore. Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney kind of accident. Sorry, I couldn't remember which early aughts politician. I want to discuss the murder.
Tokning chatukunne mulerabes. Takumjus takmiki grabelmogo. Kachichu ita bodunga. Tolbabank wale oganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bolawana chikne. Bamule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mulerabes. Jedabadwana nidibobo. Tong nabungsha nununya. Tong patukas maktalea. Tong haitwam jiji lumpa. Nitapo etikito. Tolpa da bonqualeo gondona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto tun. Chilamulane ni dubobo. Wonga kumbis chang ba mulira. Muchishak pakat. Kiye no namapaole rachikun.
Once again, I think Rickard is lying, though once again, I also don't understand why Handon is unarmed out here.
Akupa chekupa. Gino mulira kempaija. Slimo poduama.
Ooh, that's an interesting point. I haven't seen any Iriaz. Let me go talk to him again.
Muchishak pakat. Takum justachmiki.
Let me go talk to him again.
So, what do you want to know? Well, I was out hunting Iriaz south of here, and I saw one over by the bridge. The sun was pretty much right behind it, though, so I couldn't see it none too clearly. I shot, and when I came over here, I found Handon standing over the body, holding his side. There wasn't an Iriaz in sight. I think he might have taken it. Calder must have been hunting it himself, because there was a rifle lying close to the body. Bullock's got that now. Mine, too. I want that back.
That's all for now.
Right.
All right, yep. The thing tipped me off that it was cloudy, there was no sun glare. I say that as I have a lot of sun glare right there. I think that's funny. I want to discuss the murder. Rickard is lying. It was cloudy, there was no sun glare.
Tolpa da bonqualeo gondona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto tun. Chilamulane ni dubobo. Wonga kumbis chang ba mulira. Ta kumjus miki grabelmogo. Kachi chu ita bodunga. Tolpa bank waleo ganda naru chuchut. Mogesha ponka bola wana chikne. Mule slimo podadada nanga kumbist mule rabes kachikun ida hodonga ikin kuno ba mule rachikun slimo podona rundi hodonga kun kabe mucho shak pakat kiye no namapaole rachikun.
Like I said, I think it was an accident, but I'm not certain about that.
How can I be of further assistance?
Did you know the victim?
I knew him a little bit, but I was not any sort of great friend to him or anything. I never really associated with him that much. In truth, I didn't really want to. He had a reputation. Very inconsiderate of family, I heard. But merely having heard unkind things about someone wouldn't make me want to kill him.
No one says you killed him. Yet.
I'm sorry, I'm getting a bit agitated. Why must we remain here? Can't you see that Rickard must have shot him?
I want to ask you about something else.
How can I be of further assistance?
Why would someone want to kill him?
Well, you see, Calder was involved in some pretty sordid business from time to time. More often than not, I've heard. Disreputable business practices, even more disreputable clients. I've even heard he had dealings with a hut here on Dantooine. Now, I bet you're wondering if I had any reasons to kill the man, but I tell you, I hardly knew him. I saw him once or twice, yes, and I've heard some pretty unkind things about him, but certainly nothing that would make me want to kill him.
That's all for now.
Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
I'm guessing that he knows more, but not a lot more.
So, what do you want to know?
Did you know the victim?
Yeah, I knew him. Hell, we've known each other for a good long time. Doesn't mean I really have to have liked the slimeball. Maybe I shouldn't be so hard on him. Especially now that he's dead. We actually got along pretty well most of the time. We just had our differences. We were actually business partners. We were involved in some orbit-to-ground transport operations for Aerotech. Can I leave now? I should probably be the one to give the news to his wife.
That's all for now.
Right. Is there any other information you need?
What can you tell me about Calder and Handon?
The Southwood Speeder rental business has records that over the past several weeks, a speeder had been rented by Mr. Nettic and Mr. Gould. Is there any other information you need?
Why? He's the runner. Why is he... Okay.
According to the municipal authorities near the Garang spaceport, there had been news of violent drunken activity in a cantina attached to the port. Apparently, a Mr. R. Lusoff was making accusations at a Mr. C. Nettic about cheating him in a business deal. Jedi Tuka was dispatched to the scene and restored order. Is there any other information you need?
I mean, a drunken...
Very well. I will be here to assist you.
A drunken row is not exactly grounds for murder. It's possible, just unlikely. But I'm more curious about why he ordered a speeder if he hates them.
How can I be of further assistance?
You knew Calder better than you admit. You rented a speeder with him.
But I realize this must seem like a motive to you, but I assure you it isn't. I dislike Calder, true. I would punch his face in, given the opportunity, but I would not kill him.
Punch his face in? Why?
My wife was cheating on me with him. They slept in my own bed while I was in the next room. But, as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime.
I want to ask you something else.
How can I be of further assistance?
Nothing interesting there.
Of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
That didn't answer the question of why they had a speeder together. Alright.
Akupa Chekopa? Gino Mulera Kempaija Slimo Duama?
I want to discuss the murder, which is quite a bit spicier than I was expecting.
Runda di Hotonga kun Hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukunde mulerabes. Ka chikun ida hodonga. Iking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodonga ku hunkabe. Runda di hodonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tunking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukunde mulerabes.
Handon is lying.
Akupa Chekopa? Gino Mulera Kempaija Slimo Duama?
He knew his wife was cheating on him.
Takumjus Takmiki Grabelmogo Kachichu Ita Bodunga Dolbabank Wale Oganda Naru Chuchut Mogesha Ponka Bolawana Chikne Mule Slimo Podadana Nanga Kubis Mulerabes Kachikun Ita Hodonga Iking Kuno Pa Mulera Chikun Slimo Podona Rundi Hodunga Ku Hunkabe Muchashak Pakat Kiyeno no Namapaule Rachikun.
Alright. He had the blaster rifle on his back, slung on his back, and he decided to try to ride a Kath Hound. But whenever he did that, the rifle slipped off his back, and when its butt hit the ground, it shot him in the back, killing him. That's my theory.
How can I be of further assistance?
What do you know about the weapon found by the body?
That blaster was stolen from my house last week. I never knew what happened to it. I hardly have enough money to afford a single blaster, let alone another. I can't tell you how important it is to have a weapon on hand with all these ravenous Kath Hounds around. Even an Irias can take a man down if it gets in the mood. Every settler has a weapon. It's our most prized possession. I would most appreciate it if I could have that back after you determine that Rickard is the killer. How can I be of further assistance?
Okay, that accommodates his, or accounts for his...
Of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
being unarmed, but at the same time, like, how dumb do you have to be running around this area unarmed?
So, what do you want to know?
What do you know about the weapon found by the body?
That blaster? Never seen it before. Calder himself had a preference for Echani weaponry. He had this one really nice light blaster rifle that he always used. Always wished I could get myself a rifle like the one he had. That blaster ain't it, though. Calder only had the one rifle, too, so he either must have borrowed that, or it's someone else's.
That's all for now.
Right.
Yeah, that tracks. So we know that Calder was in Handon's house, so it's not impossible that he stole the rifle.
Is there any other information you need?
Is there a report about Handon's blaster being stolen?
I am sorry, but I seem to be failing you. I have searched and searched, but I cannot seem to come up with anything at all. I thought to find the record of the missing weapon report Mr. Gould filed with the authorities, but there does not seem to be one. Is there any other information you need?
Tell me about the weapon found at the scene.
We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample, other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need?
You can't tell me what company made the weapon. You can't tell me even, like, kind of the general principles of it.
Very well. I will be here to assist you.
Alright, so it being stolen could be possible and not reported if it was an illegal weapon. You don't really want to report that you are doing something illegal, generally.
So, what do you want to know?
You thought Calder was cheating? No.
Right.
Yeah, I think you given me all the information you can. All right, let's talk
How
to
can I be
Handon.
of further assistance? Of course.
I don't know that Handon's lying, though. Like, Calder had opportunity to steal the weapon.
Pakupa chekopa. Gino mulera kengpaija. Kislimu poduama.
I want to discuss the murder.
Pakupa chekopa. Gino mulera kengpaija. Kislimu poduama.
I don't know that he lied about it being stolen. I just know it wasn't reported stolen. I guess he lied about it being stolen.
Runda di hotonga kun honkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tunking ba nunotek. Tugning chatukun ne mulerabes. Ka chikun ita hodonga. Yiking kuno ba mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodunga ku hunkabe. Mucho shak pakat. Kieno nama paule rachikun.
Like I said, I think that Calder was the one with the weapon. I think the blood stain's going to be his.
Is there any other information you need?
Tell me about the blood sample.
I have just received back an analysis of a sample of the blood found on the weapon. It had been sent back to the Enclave just before you arrived. The blood on the weapon is definitely not Calder's. Unfortunately, there was a bacterial contaminant in the sample that had been taken back to the laboratory, and it had become degraded. We cannot get any more specific analysis from that sample, other than the fact it did not belong to Calder. Is there any other information you need?
I will have more questions later.
Very well. I will be here to assist you.
It could be Calder's wife that killed him.
How can I be of further assistance?
You wanted to kill Calder for having an affair with your wife.
Knock his block off, maybe, sure, but not kill him. Oh, my. I hope you don't find that incriminating. You know, normally I'm not prone to outbursts like that, but Calder, Mr. Nedick, he was not a very nice person. Not a very nice person to me or my family. I had had my suspicions for several weeks, but had no proof until 2 days ago. It seems Calder was seeing my wife, right under my nose, no less. But as much as I may hate him for that, I could not kill him. It may have been my own fault for driving my wife away. I must try not to take the law into my own hands. I was just out running, trying to clear my head for the divorce proceedings, not stalking him to kill him. Running is not a crime.
That's all for now.
Of course, of course. Listen, if you need anything, I shall be glad to assist.
I appreciate the difference in character between the two. So Handon is obviously upset, but he doesn't really want to be here. But like he also is willing to wait, whereas Rickard is very impatient. He's very adamant about the fact that he just wants to leave.
So, what do you want to know?
Nothing more right now.
Right.
Can I get any more information?
Is there any other information you...
I'll have more questions later.
Akupa Chekupa? Gino Mulera Kenpaija, Slimo Duama?
What are my options here? I want to discuss the murder.
Tong Abum Sha Umninang, Wanga Kumbis King Balemuraya. Johnny Yon Tunjiji Idadwana. Kapavolpa Mulji Gumana?
It didn't belong to the victim.
Runda di Hotonga Kun Hunkabi. Wana Kun Bez Ching Palamule, Tonking Ba Nunotek, Tokning Chatukune Mulerabes.
Okay. Handon's holding his side. Rickard is limping. The facts as we understand them, it would be out of left field if Rickard was somehow bleeding from this. I think it is Handon's blood. I'm not sure that he did the murder, though. I still think that Rickard accidentally shot him.
Akupa Chekupa? Gino Mulera Kenpaija, Slimo Duama?
I do appreciate the why do you believe that, forcing you as the player to think about things, especially since this was a game mostly targeted towards a younger audience, forcing them to think through the facts of the situation, how they got to the situation, got the answer they did. So saying something like, I don't trust him, I mean, yeah, I don't trust him, but I am disinclined to think that he did the murder. He's clutching his side.
Runda di Hotonga Kun Hunkabi. Wana Kun Bez Ching Palamule, Tonking Ba Nunotek. Tokning Chatukune Mulerabes.
Hey, what are you doing?
Jedabadawana Nidibobo. Tong Nabungsha Nununya. Tong Patukashmak Telea. Takunjus Tahmiki Grabelmogo. Kachichu Ita Bodunga. Tolbabank Wale Oganda Naru Chuchut. Mogesha Ponka Bolawana Chikne. Vamule Slimo Podadara Nanga Kumbist Mulerabes.
I'm not sure. I don't have enough evidence to say that Handon killed Calder. I have better... Considering the crime that I am accusing them of, I have better evidence that Rickard accidentally killed Calder. The evidence being preponderance of the evidence, it would indicate Rickard accidentally killed Calder. However, I don't have enough to say beyond a shadow of a doubt that Handon killed Calder. If I'm going to accuse him of murder, I want to have that level of evidence. I think that's the most likely answer, but I don't know that for sure.
Jedabadawana Nidibobo. Tong Nabungsha Nununya. Tong Patukashmak Telea.
I can leave now, then?
Stay out of trouble from now on.
What? No!
Tong Abum Sha Umninang. Wanga Kumbis King Balemuraya. Johnny Yon Tunjiji Idadwana. Kavavolpa mulji gumana?
No. If I'm going, I'm not going alone. You don't know what you've done.
What do you mean?
Look, I came out here, I admit, to kill Calder. But so did Rickard. He must have thought it was Calder when he shot and hit me. So I'm going to prison. But I shouldn't be going alone. Did you idiots have to let the slime ball go?
Runda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule tonking ba nunotek. Togning chatukune mulerabes. Ka chikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno pa mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodonga ku hunkabe.
Yes, you tentacle-headed moron. I came out here and killed Calder, but Rickard was here to do that too, and he shot me by mistake.
Tong haitwam jiji jung lumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bongwalea gandona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto tun. Chilamulane ni dubobo. Wonga kumbis jang ba mulera.
Ka chikun ita hodonga. Iking kuno pa mulera chikun. Slimo podona rundi hodonga ku hunkabe.
Achuta. Wonga kunbis dolpi kikuyana. Dong patugas makilea.
What lesson was I supposed to learn there? Like, I gave my reasons for why I thought the thing I did. Until he confessed to the murder right at the end there, I don't think there was enough evidence to put Handon away. I think that it was enough to say probably, but, like, I wouldn't want to be that lawyer. That doesn't sound fun. I'm going to go ahead and quickly connect the path there, and then we're going to go ahead and call it for today. It's been a long time here, and I'm tired from having to sit there and work my way through that. That resolution was just... that was kind of crap. Thank you so much for watching. This was fun, if a little bit unsatisfying. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.